Hi, and this is Terry Preuss, NBCT, coming to you from my Terry cave, that closet, one of my favorite places. Anyway, I'm a little bit distraught about Senate Bill 7069 being signed by our governor, even after a multitude of phone calls, most of which begged him not to sign this bill that was going to essentially destroy public education. So what do we have? We have a guy who doesn't listen to us. We have a guy who doesn't do what the people want. He knows he's termed out, so he doesn't care. If you ask me, this is not what a public servant should be doing. This is gangster stuff. Somebody is benefiting from this. Somebody is making money from this. Somebody's pockets are getting lined, and I want to just put that out there, that when they tell you that they're going to be opening schools of hope for communities in failing schools, these are not communities that are going to be helped by charter schools. These are communities that are going to be hurt. These are schools that have been in the community for a while. If they are failing schools, let's talk about the fact that the scores are manipulated, the tests are manipulated and made by people who benefit from failing schools, because they get to then sell products and open charter schools that make them more money. So the whole system is so corrupt. Really, this is gangster stuff. I am a Cuban. I left Cuba over this sort of government corruption. I cannot believe that I am in the state of Florida watching this stuff happen. If these folks who are pushing these things that are actually a conflict of interest for them, and actually in some cases they are affiliated with people who are profiting from them, if they are not affiliated themselves, and certainly they're going to be getting donations for their next campaigns. So all of it is a conflict of interest, and our children are suffering. Our children in poverty schools are suffering. I'm going to tell you that in Broward, we are joining forces with our school board, and we are going to stand up against this schools of hope, failing schools, disaster plan that they have. You do not improve test scores by opening a charter school in a failing community. You help a failing community by helping the causes of poverty. You do not open another school and assume that it is the school's fault that these children are failing. Poverty, not knowing where your next meal comes from, broken families, things that affect people of poverty is what affects scores. And the folks selling the tests know that, but they don't want you to know that. They just want to sell more tests that they can manipulate the scores of, that they can manipulate the questions and the answers, how they're written, that they make more and more communities fail, and then can open more and more charter schools. This is highway robbery. This is, robber baron stuff. And Florida, wake up and smell the coffee, because this is happening. This is Terry Lopez Preuss. I've been a career educator for 30 years in Broward County. I've taught in Los Angeles. I've taught in Miami. I have been around a long time, and I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would see this level of corruption in plain sight, just happening in plain sight. It's not okay, and we're going to stand for kids. Yep, and the Broward Teachers Union is going to be standing for kids. I happen to be the vice president of the Broward Teachers Union, and we are going to be standing with our communities and with our school board and with our kids. And we're going to say no to these schools of hope, because they are not schools of hope. They're schools of nope. They are saying nope to kids who need help. They do not need their schools being closed. It's poverty, folks.